right, thank you for coming. I want to start off and just get you guys thinking that this morning you probably woke up, got out of your nice warm bed. If you were hungry, you probably walked into your kitchen, opened up the cupboards, and had to decide if you're going to eat Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or if you were going to make some omelets or eat some bacon this morning. But there's a lot of people in this world that don't have that option to wake up and think about. All they can do is kind of just wake up and go through their day because they don't have the money or the need or the ability to go and get food or have a nice place to sleep at night. So I just want to talk to you guys about, as Christians, what we should be doing to help the poor and needy. In my own town, in Leesville here, we can see people standing on the side of the road asking for money or food or work. Myself, I've interacted with two people right here in this town, and I've been in New York City and Baltimore where there's whole streets that homeless people are just living on in boxes and really in anything they can, just asking for money or food. So the main idea here is that there's poor and needy people all throughout the world, and especially in our own nation. And as Christians, there's small things that we can do to help those people and give them God's love and grace to them. So first we're going to look at how many people really are poor and needy in our country and in the world. Then we're going to go and look at what the Bible says about the poor and needy and how we can help them. And finally, we're going to look at, as Christians, what we should be doing and what God calls us to do. So the first main point is there are a large amount of poor and needy people in our country and in the world. Actually, according to the National Poverty Center, 15.1% of the people in the United States are considered poor. Now, if you think about that, that doesn't seem like an extremely large number, but back in the 1990s, it was only at 11%. And our population has gone up, and they have been more people in need of food and money. 1 out of 6 people in America do not eat during the day because they don't have the ability to buy or get food. According to Hunger America, they're saying that these people are going hungry every day because they don't have the needs to go out and buy food or the ability to raise any of their own crops. According to the National Poverty Center, at least 80% of humanity lives on less than 10% a day, or $10 a day. So that's around the world. People are living for less than $10 a day, and that's not enough to make. That's not enough money they're making to help buy food or anything to help protect their families. According to UNICEF, 22,000 children die each day due to poverty. This is around the world. That this is not just an issue in our nation, but around the world, people are dying due to the lack of food because of the lack of money. So what does the Bible say about this? First off, if you look into Acts 2, it talks of the very early church, the first Christians. They were told that they need to go out, sell what they can of their own possessions, and go and help those in need. And you saw them doing this throughout the Bible. In Mark 10:21, it says, "You lack one thing. Go sell all that you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasures in heaven." This is Jesus talking to the rich man that asked Jesus what he needed to do to become a follower of him. And Jesus made it clear, get rid of all your possessions and follow me. Give to the needy. That's what is important. And then if we look in Proverbs 28:27, it says, "Whoever gives to the poor will not want, but he who hides his eyes will get many curses." So it's saying that if you go out into the world and you see those in need, we need to help them. And if we're not helping those people, we're going to be cursed because that's not showing God's love as we're called to do. So now what can we do as Christians? Let's start off, the small things are important. Just when you see somebody asking for food, invite them to go sit down with you and eat. Eat a meal. It's better to take them into a restaurant and sit down and interact with those people and show them God's love than it is just to ignore them and push them to the side. It's not that much inconvenience. Another thing we can do is having a purpose when we go out into our days and our daily lives. Having a purpose to look for those in need and those that are poor. If we do that, we will then see them because they're obviously right in front of us if 15% of our nation is that way. But we can help each other by doing that. Another thing is that World Hunger Relief is an organization that you can donate money to. A very small amount of money can go a long way. You can feed whole families, according to World Hunger Relief, with just a small amount of money. In conclusion, there's a lot of people in this country, in this world, that are poor, and it's important that we care for them. As Christians, that's what God calls us to do. So, as Christians, I'm calling you out. We need to go out into the world and start doing our part of helping those in need. We are financially supported by many things, the jobs we have, and our families, and we need to take that time to go and support those in need. God is calling us to do this, and we need to. I want to focus you guys on thinking about what you can do. I want you to take time to pray and think about what God is calling you to do and needs you to do. His will be done when we go out and love on those that are poor and needy. Think of the elderly people that sometimes they just don't have the money to help keep their house in order or up to date, and we can just help them by building up things for them or redoing their roofs or stuff. Also, just getting food for people can really help them.